Today we are releasing our World Inequality report. The general result is fairly clear. Inequalities persist at a very extreme level throughout the world. Here are 4 figures in order to illustrate this fact.
Look at this figure. The world's top 10% richest individuals own 3/4 of everything there is to own on planet Earth, while the bottom 50%, that is 4 billion individuals, own just 2% of the total. These wealth inequalities are also extreme within countries. Typically, the bottom 50% owns less than 5% of the total, even in a country like the United Kingdom, the United States, or Brazil.
This represents the gap in public spending in education throughout the world. In sub-Saharan Africa, children on average have access to 200 euros of public spending per year, as opposed to 9,000 euros for children in the global north, 45 times more. This is the situation of extreme inequality that we have in the world today.
Look at this figure. The richest 10% in this world account for 47% of global emissions associated with their consumption. And this share even increases to 77% if we look at their ownership of private capital, so the production processes they control. At the same time, for the global bottom 50%, so for the poorer 4 billion people in this world, this share is at only 3%. This shows how inseparable the climate crisis is from the concentration of wealth.
This graph shows that for these 5 countries, the ultra-rich pay proportionally less than the rest of the population. This regressive pattern deprives society of a lot of resources that could be spent in education, health, and climate adaptation.
More data is presented in our report related to gender inequalities, or to global north and global south divides, and inequalities related to the international financial systems. They all show that inequality is not a law of nature. It is a political choice. They can be corrected. They can be reduced.
So, how should we proceed? Well, first we need to pursue the movement toward more equality that started in the 20th century with the rise of social security, public services, progressive taxation of income and wealth. But now, in the 21st century, we need to do it at the global level, which means sharing fiscal resources on large multinationals, large billionaires, so that governments in the global south get a fair share of collective resources in order to pay for investment in basic education, health, energy infrastructure, and develop their country.
Thanks for sharing this report and its findings around you.